back, everybody. We're going to be drawing some fantasy creatures today. Today we're going to be looking at another genre that I've kind of seen around, and that's an elemental creature, okay? So this is when you're taking either an existing animal or some other fantasy creature that's, maybe exaggeration or mixed or anything else, but you're mixing it with an element, okay? And what I mean by element is something like earth, fire, water, wind, ice, lava, electricity, even plants, even trees or grass or something like that. Anything like that, we're going to call an elemental creature, okay? So let's go ahead and look at some examples from other people's artwork, and then we'll draw one of our own. So let's start with these rock, earth kind of ones. So this is kind of cool. It's got like these floating segments, kind of showing that it's got some magic or some kind of other thing going on. Same with this one here. Here's another one. It's got some kind of like sort of power inside, right? Makes it look like giving it a reason for why it's animated or an elemental creature. Okay, this one's pretty cool. The upward angle makes it look giant. You can see some like vegetation kind of growing on it too. I love this one. I don't know what it is. It's I guess it's got kind of a gorilla-ish style arms, right? And then face looks kind of different. The four eyes is cool. The runes look really cool, kind of giving it that magic feel. Yeah, I love that one. And kind of in this category, I guess I'd just put, the earth ones, kind of like these crystals too, right? Kind of a earth mineral substance as well. Okay, moving on to some water and ice kind of ones. So, a lot of them are just basic humanoid forms made up of, that element. So it looks kind of like ice, crystal-y or ice, but it looks like ice because of the mist kind of coming off of them. All right, here's one that's kind of cool and then brings home the water theme, right, by drawing these kind of organic-looking, sea creature-y things in there. And then this one got some armor on it. Looks like rock kind of armor around the ice. If we've got ice, here's some fire. Okay, looking pretty cool. Got some flames and lava kind of looking body. And with some like, crusted over lava, cooled lava kind of shell kind of looking thing. All right, similar kind of thing going on. More fire, I guess, than lava. And then some armor. Which kind of has a cool look to it. All right, this one looks purely like just like fire and crusty looking carpus on it. Looks pretty much humanoid, right? And then you got these faces kind of just in weird spots, making it look more demonic or otherworldly, right? And here's one I found kind of based on a dog, right? And, kind of an exaggerated dog, and then adding this fire element to it. All right, here's some more organic looking ones, like more like vegetation. So we've got this dragon, so kind of cool, different thing other than just the humanoid looking form. But it's got these like, kind of branch looking things kind of sticking out, and then kind of like a grassy feel to the wings. Pretty neat looking. Right, here's another giant looking one. Looks kind of like a tree. I love the silhouette on this one. Just kind of a really unique thing. And then the multiple kind of limbs coming down. Looks pretty cool too. Looks like a sad creature, right? And I love the beard looking vine kind of things coming too. All right, very different look for this one. Very monsterly looking, right? With these tentacles and kind of all this like mossy kind of just slime, I guess. I don't know what else to call it. All right, neat looking one. I like the way they drop the head. So even though it's mostly humanoid, then it kind of has some sort of like bison kind of looking stooped head. And this one is just so interesting, so unique, kind of making a fungal, like, looking one made of mushrooms or something. And an interesting face with the orbs. And lastly, we've got this one here. Pretty cool idea with the kind of slime, mossy kind of look. All right, last couple I've got here are, this one looks like smoke or like wind, right? And then some kind of magical power kind of thing going on. And then we've even got a electrical kind of looking one, but it looks like, rock too, to give it some kind of form, and then kind of electricity. All right, so let's get to ours. And we're gonna use a turtle and do a earth turtle, all right? And we're gonna kind of make it look big and put some vegetation and trees on it and make it look like it's huge, right? This has obviously been in several kind of fantasy stories. Earth turtle. So, got my basic oval shape for my turtle. Got his very strange turtle head right there. Okay. It's like a little turtle gesture. Now, what I want to do with this, make it like he's like, I guess more tree-ish, I guess. Got a tree up here. Another one over here. Like he's huge. He's got like things growing on him. Maybe a rock over here, sticking out. See his turtle head. Let's get that roughed in. Maybe we'll draw his feet like wood, like trees, like roots or something. Just black out the back one. It's like a cave in here. Maybe the growth is hanging over the edge of the turtle shell. All sorts of hanging moss maybe and stuff. Because of course he's a turtle, so he's got to be old. And he's huge and of the earth, so he's got to be older. Just black out that. Bird yet. I guess I'll start on the rock. Ooh, should have knocked it back a little bit. Let me knock that back. Take away some of the blue. I just want to draw the top all covered in like, moss or grass and so like if he like lays down or I don't know what turtles do, whatever they do, tuck themselves in, he just might look like a hill or something. I'm gonna draw hanging like vines coming down from his chin. Kind of look like a goatee, but maybe it'll just look a little more organic. Well, he's a turtle, so he's already organic, but a little more earthy. All right, gonna draw on the mouth, the nose here. Okay, give him some black, kind of just filled in eyes. Okay, I want to add some like little details on the face here to just give it like some texture. Make it look kind of bumpy and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go for the neck here, and I want it to look really saggy and kind of, kind of like a turtle's, really saggy and loose. And it's gonna go into like this cavern there. It'll kind of just fade away. I'll darken this up here a little bit so it looks like just this black hole kind of thing. Let the neck fade away into it. Help the face pop out a little more too if I darken all that in the back. All right, back to the top a little bit. Okay, gonna add some details here. I'll put another rock over here in his side here. And a lot of drawing is kind of like just trying to communicate different textures, right? I'm trying to use different lines to make this rock look different than like the moss or the grass on the top of the shell. Another one back there. Make it look like it's behind kind of where it's curving over. Okay, I'm gonna start drawing some of these trees up here now. This one's in the back. Okay, I'm just kind of moving down now to the leg on the left side. And again, I'm trying to make this look different than the mossy grass texture and the rocks. So I want this to look like branches, like it's almost like a tree that kind of can move, I'll darken it back there. That'll help it pop out a little bit. These little mossy section hanging down. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of make the, instead of giving them toes, I'm gonna kind of give them like kind of root-like shapes, I think. And just kind of make this look like kind of twisted branches, kind of, just bunched together and making up his leg. many toes he's got. Just gonna kind of put a bunch of roots there. Gonna keep darkening up the underside here. Make it kind of all in shadow. And you know, the back leg, I'm just gonna put it all kind of like a silhouette, right? This is a nice little thing you can do to give it some depth. It also eliminates some of the detail, right? You don't have to draw. Like the back leg does not have to be as detailed as, like, let's say something in the front. Okay, it's kind of skipping around now, just kind of picking out little details, but kind of slowly moving from left to right. So here's a tree on the top now. A nice thriving little garden on the top of his shell here. So I want to add a little more detail than that one on the back, just to make it look a little closer. All right, I'm going to keep this inside really dark and just have this kind of like fade out of it. Like you can't really see where it originates or anything. And I want all this like nasty kind of looking vines hanging down from below. Like it just all, maybe they're bottoms of roots, maybe they're vines, maybe, you know, he's just undergrowth kind of just hanging down from his shell. That'll look kind of cool. All right, here's the other leg. Gotta get to this thing here. So it's gonna need as much detail as the leg on the left. But let's kind of get the shape of the shell all around there a little bit. So keep darkening this up inside here. It looks like a cave or something. Alright, just want it to look nice and grassy, and I'll throw a little bush here. Okay, here's his very back leg on the right. And kind of define the contour a little bit, just to make sure I have a nice shape on both those back legs, and keep them in shadow. Especially with this turtle, because he's supposed to be huge, right? So that leg could be a lot further away than the front leg. So hopefully the shadow will kind of make it feel further. Okay, just some more texture on the top there. You never have to draw every blade of grass, just draw, you know, some parts, right? And you kind of mind fills in the rest. All right, another tree. Got the bush a little too big. Okay, that look different than the tree. Little tiny one back there. Okay, I think he's got a pretty full top. All right, back to the bottom leg. Okay, more twisted kind of branches here. I'm just kind of getting the flow of the leg going. Go a little faster here now that I kind of have a style I already defined on the other leg. kind of plant it in the ground here. Maybe he moves so slow it always feels like he's planted out now. Okay. Little mossy part hanging down there. And just some last details here. A little texture on the grass. Let's put some birds up top, right? They're happy in these trees. They live there and just kind of move around with this guy. Okay, and that's about it here. A little man here for scale. Kind of helps us realize how big he is, right? And I think that'll just about do it. So hope you guys enjoyed this drawing, and hope to see you again next time.